Live from my basement in Poynette, Wisconsin, it's the 2020 Creative Power Awards. Welcome to Arts for All Wisconsin's very first live virtual event. A recorded version of this video will include captioning and ASL interpretation and will be accessible on our website next week. I'm Christina Martin-Wright, Executive Director of Arts for All Wisconsin, the statewide organization on arts and disability. And in the controls is Mike Lawler, Director of Development and External Relations.
Hi, everybody.
Mike. On behalf of our dedicated staff and board of directors, thank you for joining us today. We hear a lot about screen fatigue during these days as we work to keep one another safe from COVID-19 exposure. We really appreciate that you're taking this time to celebrate with us the creative accomplishments of these amazing artists. We hope that this screen time brings you joy and inspiration. Those are the words that come to mind when I think about what it felt like in February when 229 pieces of original art arrived at the Arts Center in Madison in response to this year's call for art. Each year, Wisconsin artists ages 5 through adult who identify with having a disability are invited to submit up to 2 original works of art through our annual call for art. This year, 165 artists from 59 communities throughout Wisconsin answered our call. Now, under typical circumstances, all 229 submissions would then be on display at our Art Center and Gallery on Madison's north side, expertly hung by Deborah Schreibinger and a crew of fabulous volunteers. This exhibition would be juried and it would be on display for 3 weeks. It would be enjoyed by hundreds of viewers. This year, thanks to my wonderful colleagues and Mike Lawler in particular, the exhibition is available online. If you haven't yet checked it out, please be sure to visit our website after this celebration. As is the custom every year, all 209 submitted works of art were reviewed by a jury of arts professionals who select 10 works to be added to Creative Power, Arts for All Wisconsin's traveling exhibition, an exhibition of 30 fantastic, diverse works of works by artists with disabilities that travels throughout the state. Now, though the jury chooses which will travel the state for 3 years, you also have an opportunity to vote on your favorite works in all 4 categories. Viewer choice ballots are available online this year, and one lucky ballot caster will be chosen at random to win a $25 gift certificate to be used in our gift shop as a way of showing gratitude for your interest. Speaking of gratitude, we would like to extend our thanks to this year's Call for Art sponsors, without whom none of this would be possible. Thank you to Teal Plastics in Baraboo, Wisconsin for your support of this program. And thank you for all you're doing to manufacture life-saving materials for healthcare providers around the country. Thank you to National Guardian Life for sponsorship of this and other Arts for All programs. When I think of the word essential, your support comes to mind. To the Department of Public Instruction for their promotion of Call for Art throughout our schools and for fiscal support for this and the Artist Residency Program. Their support makes it possible for Arts for All teaching artists to provide creative arts instruction for students with disabilities and their peers side by side in classrooms throughout Wisconsin. Thank you to the Wisconsin Arts Board with funds from the state of Wisconsin and the National Endowment for the Arts. We'd also like to thank the staff of the Wisconsin Arts Board for their steadfast guidance during this period of uncertainty. Thank you for all you've done to bring the creative community together, give voice to our concerns, and to share resources and solutions. my neighborhood framing business, Monroe Street Framing. Thank you for the generous in-kind donation of your thoughtful and impeccable framing of the Creative Power Award-winning art. And Evolved Molding has donated frames for the certificates that we will present to each of the award-winning artists in recognition of their accomplishment. Thank you. And thank you to each of our donors, volunteers, participants, and fans for your support of our mission. Now more than ever, arts organizations are going to turn to you and ask for you to think about what you valued during this time of uncertainty. Please consider how the arts in all forms brought you comfort, joy, and inspiration, and do what you can to make sure that we all come out of this together. Thank you to this year's jurors, Deborah, Nancy, and Peter, for your willingness to offer your expertise and your time, and for your flexibility as we work to figure out how to do this. I'd like to take a moment to share a little bit about this year's jurors. Deborah Blackwell is an artist who also runs Studio 84 in Watertown, Wisconsin. She has submitted to the call for art in the past, but she took this year off. So we took that as an opportunity to invite her to view the art from a different perspective. And thanks, Deborah. Nancy Madanoff has been creating and sharing weekly sketchbook creations from her new home in New York City during the shelter-in-place order. Keep sharing and stay safe, Nancy. Peter is a well-known and loved gallery owner and artist in Fitchburg, Wisconsin. We were delighted that he was able to join us for this very unusual year. And what a difficult task they had. Asked to choose only a few works in each of the 4 categories when there are so many outstanding works to choose from. See for yourself. See what a challenge it is when you cast your votes. The 10 award-winning works they chose will now be part of the 30 artworks that make up our traveling exhibition called Creative Power. Creative Power is welcomed by host sites in Wisconsin that can ensure that the exhibition will be accessible and free of charge and physically accessible to audiences.
Hey, Christina, do we
Yes?
have time to watch the Steve the Fish video from the Wilson Center for the Arts?
Sure, Mike. Great idea. If you would like to welcome this exhibition to your community, the host application is available on our website under Traveling Exhibition. Now, with the exception of children's artwork and the works that received 2020 Creative Power Awards, which we will soon announce, all submissions are for sale. As you look through the virtual exhibition and read the artist statements, please also notice the sale price. 70% of each sale goes directly to the artist. Not only will you be the proud owner of a one-of-a-kind piece of art, but you'll know that you are supporting Wisconsin's creative economy and individual artists with disabilities. Let's now see which pieces are not for sale, shall we? Creative Power Awards in the child category, ages 5 through 10, were awarded to the following works. City of Wonder by artist Ryan Toney. In this work, Ryan displays a masterful use of light, shadow, line, and shape in his pen and ink technique. All of these elements combine to create his drawing of a towering city crouching over the flowing harbor in City of Wonder. Ryan is from Middleton, Wisconsin. Please join me in congratulating artist Ryan Toney. The Creative Power Award was also chosen for House on the Hill by artist Sophie Legal. Colorful flowers and trees adorn Sophie's whimsical landscape. House on the Hill is a joyful, vibrant place that we would all wish to visit. Sophie is from Menasha, Wisconsin. Thank you for sharing your beautiful landscape with us, and congratulations on your achievement, Sophie. The jurors also choose a work that is recognized for its merit. Though this piece will not be part of the traveling exhibition, it called to the jurors in a special way. This year's Merit Award in the child category goes to Miles' realistic self-portrait. From his steady, direct gaze to the funky geometric pattern on his shirt, Miles has certainly captured his own likeness and creative personality in his drawing, Realistic Self-Portrait. Miles lives in Hudson, Wisconsin. His family says he is beyond excited to hear this news. Well, so are we. Congratulations, Miles. Once again, let me remind you that it's not too late to cast your vote. I'm not sure about the rest of Wisconsin, but I know here in Madison, we tend to have strong opinions about things. Here's your chance to share yours. The next category features works by artists 11 through 15 years old. The first award is presented for The Self-Portrait by Keisha Sabia Yanzapanta. Keisha's self-portrait collage exhibits a wonderful use of saturated colors, playful forms, and an artful mix of materials to reflect her vision. This talented mixed media artist lives in Madison, Wisconsin. Congratulations, Kaya. Also receiving a Creative Power Award is My Pet by Jackson Martin. Jackson's sensitive pencil rendering uses the entire frame to bring us, the viewer, eye to eye with his subject, my pet, which we can tell is the sweetest faced pup. Jackson Martin is from Reedsburg, Wisconsin. Congratulations, Jackson.
Congratulations.
Next, it's my pleasure to announce that this year's Merit Award in the youth category goes to Self-Portrait by artist Powers Bennett. Painting with bold colors and applying geometric shapes, Powers playfully surrounds his image with his tools of self-expression. His self-portrait collage reveals a creative spirit shining through. Powers is from Madison. Please join me in congratulating artist Powers Bennett.
Good night.
The next category features artists who are 16 to 21 years old. A Creative Power Award was given for Robot Town by Zach Morris. Warm yellows, oranges, and reds glow in the foreground of this fantasy landscape. Robot Town. Busy robots line either side of the colorful striped road, vanishing into a clear blue sky. Zach lives in Weston, Wisconsin. Congratulations, Zach. The next Creative Power Award in the Young Adult category goes to Zoe by Caleb Griswold. Caleb has a playful, gestural style of painting. His use of monochromatic tones for his portrait of Zoe makes the bright tri-colored background and brilliant red dog tag pop and sing. Caleb lives in Cedarburg, Wisconsin, and is a prolific artist whose paintings are now featured on face masks. Congratulations to you, Caleb. The Merit Award in the Young Adult category was given to Giant Dragon, a mixed media piece by Stefan Robert Ashley. Stefan imaginatively fashions and weaves an incredible array of materials to form his fantastical, one-of-a-kind sculpture, Giant Dragon. This imaginative young man is from Madison, Wisconsin. Thanks for creating a magical dragon that we can enjoy too. Congratulations, Stefan. Original art adds interest and meaning to the walls in your home or office, or now your home office, office home.
But what if I already have like way too much art on my walls at home, Christina? What if that's my problem?
Sure, Mike. I have an easy peasy solution. You purchase the art, we'll pass on the 70% of the sale to the artist. You donate that piece right back to Arts for All Wisconsin, and we will make sure that it continues to be seen in real life in a future exhibition. Now, wouldn't that feel good?
I think that, and I'm biased, but I do think that's a fantastic solution to that problem.
Please keep in mind that as we reveal this year's creative, please keep that in mind as we reveal this year's Creative Power Award selection in the adult category, featuring artists 22 and older. A Creative Power Award was given to Nissan Tokyo Star by artist Long Pham. Looming into the frame, every detail is meticulously rendered in Long's distinctive design. This is his dream car, the Nissan Tokyo Star. Long Pham lives in Waukesha, Wisconsin. We are grateful that he found art as a way to express himself. Thank you for your art and congratulations. The next Creative Power Award in the adult category goes to Midnight Stroll by Lonnie Lawrence. Lonnie's wonderful use of composition, color, and line create detailed textures within the fir and tree bark, pushing us in the foreground, and a cool depth pulls us back into the background in our midnight stroll through his mysterious night landscape. Artist Lonnie Lawrence is from Hancock, Wisconsin. Lonnie, please keep experimenting with your homemade paints. We can't wait to see what you're working on now. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Also receiving a Creative Power Award in the adult category is PEONIES Shadow Box by Christy Grace. Christy's play of delicate pinks and many shades of green contrasts the subtle washy hues with the bold cut-out peony shape, which pops out in the garden foreground of PEONIES Shadow Box. Christy Grace of Fitchburg, Wisconsin is a versatile artist whom we are thrilled to celebrate this year. Congratulations, Christy. The Creative Power Award also goes to Guys and Dolls Meeting Up in the Attic Room by Jerome Glenn. What a joyful celebration as this jazzy theme comes alive. Jerome composes vivid colors in a playful, impressionistic style, inviting us to join the party. Guys and Dolls Meeting Up in the Attic Room. Artist Jerome Glenn is from Madison, Wisconsin. Congratulations, Jerome.
Nana.
And last, but certainly not least, is this year's Adult Merit Award winning work, which goes to Candy by Andrew Holshoe. A tiny hat stands out in a jaunty silhouette, contrasting with a jagged, toothy grimace. Peppermint eyes, bold red accents, and purple candy corn teeth define the fearsome features of this exceptional sculpture, Candy the Clown. Artist Andrew Holshoe is from Madison, Wisconsin. Congratulations, Andrew. I know we don't have as much time to spend on each piece of art as we'd like to now, but you can go to the virtual exhibition and give each of these creations the attention they deserve. And don't forget to vote for your favorites. Thank you again to our sponsors. There is no submission fee to participate in Call for Art. No charge to the artists to participate. It is truly because of this support that we are able to do any of this. And it's because of people like you that we continue to make the effort. It's because of your interest, your desire to connect, to tap into and share creative energy that we make this call each year. It is because of you that we figured out a way to be here today to honor these talented and generous Wisconsin artists. And it's you who can keep Arts for All Wisconsin going. Please remember us on Giving Tuesday now and in your charitable giving. In the coming weeks, we will share video profiles of each of these artists and their work. Please follow us on Facebook or subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss it. Let's continue to take good care of each other. Thank you for joining us today, and a very happy birthday to my dad, Tom Martin.